Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the inaugural episode of Entrepreneurship and the Nigerian youth on Amogate Radio Communications. I want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for tuning in and supporting the diverse range of programs that grace the airwaves on our esteemed station. Today, as we embark on the new series, we are thrilled to delve into the world of entrepreneurship, and we ask you to get ready to be inspired, informed, and empowered as we navigate the exciting landscape of entrepreneurship together. So sit back, relax, and let the entrepreneurial journey begin. I remain your host and friend, Adiola Gbadibo. Entrepreneurship is a powerful engine for economic growth, innovation, and job creation. So for the Nigerian youth, understanding and embracing entrepreneurship is crucial, not only for personal success, but also for the nation's overall development. This comprehensive series will delve into core aspects of entrepreneurship tailored to the Nigerian context. We will explore what it means to be an entrepreneur, the entrepreneurial mindset, and how to identify business opportunities in our country, Nigeria. So what does it mean to be an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is an individual who creates and manages a business venture, taking on financial risks with the aim of making profit. Entrepreneurs are innovators. They bring new products, services, and solutions to the market. They drive economic development and societal progress. There are some key characteristics that entrepreneurs display. But we're talking about them. I want to break a few down for us to be able to understand how entrepreneurs emerge. One is innovation. So entrepreneurs, they constantly seek new and better ways to solve problems and meet market needs. So let me say here that generally it is in a bid to solve different problems, then problems in the society, provide the services that meets the need of people, and to bridge the gap of some other services that is the driving force of entrepreneurs. That is what really creates the emergence of entrepreneurs. Another characteristic for entrepreneurs is that they are willing to take calculated risks to achieve their business goals. They are risk takers. Entrepreneurs are proactive and not reactive. They are constantly looking for opportunities and acting on them. They are proactive people. They are persistent, and they're able to bounce back from setbacks and failures. These are highly resilient people who do not just start doing something, and after one or two challenges, they just give up. And that's why we always say that not everyone has the spirit of an entrepreneur. Because an entrepreneur, once they set their mind on something, they continue to work on that thing, irrespective of the failure that they meet on the way, until they are able to finish up and eventually achieve their goal. These are visionaries. Entrepreneurs, they have a clear vision of what they want to achieve and the impact they want to make. They are visionaries. Now, in the Nigerian context, entrepreneurship involves navigating unique challenges such as regulatory hurdles, access to finance, infrastructural constraints, and many other things. So it also offers immense opportunities to tap into a large and growing market with diverse needs. Because of these deficits, now these deficits that occur within the Nigerian environment is also one of the things that inspires entrepreneurship. This is what entrepreneurs seek to provide services to mitigate these circumstances, then therefore they go out of their way to create services or sell or produce products that add value to people. Entrepreneurs are value-added people. Everywhere they go or in everything, the underlying factor there is that they want to create value and add value. So how do you develop an entrepreneurial mindset? Developing an entrepreneurial mindset. So entrepreneurs are always on the lookout for unmet needs or problems that can be turned into business opportunities. They have what we call opportunity recognition. They can recognize problems that can be turned into a business opportunity. If they go and get into an environment and they see something that is missing there, one with an entrepreneurial mindset, looks for a way to create a business out of that opportunity. Sometimes ago, I was in a village in the Niger Delta, and the village is across water. There was a young man who sells phone accessories and all that, and there's hardly light in that village. He sells phone accessories. He also sells some CDs, musical CDs, and the like. So he had to buy a generator to power that equipment, and it's always playing music. And so there are people always sitting around there. So one day I also found out that he had added something new to that business. I'm sure some of us would have seen it once in a while. He created a box with several places where people can plug their phones and charge, connected to the generating set. And then it's a big board. I think it has about a space for about 20 people that can charge their phones. And as people bring their phones, he has this paper tape where he writes a particular number. He writes it twice, paste one on the phone, at the back of the phone, while he's charging, and then gives that number, the same number, to whoever comes. So when you come to pick your phone, you give him the number that is with you, and then he will look at the back of the phone. He will look at the one that he pasted there. So if the number matches, it means that is your phone. So and I think at that time he was charging them 50 naira per charge, and so sometimes has up to 20 phones charging per time. That is one person who has looked at the gap in that sector, knowing that people do not have lights to charge their phones, but he uses generator to power some other things, and he was looking at it that this is an opportunity for him to supply them supply the service that helps them to charge their phone for a fee. That is simply the entrepreneurial mindset. That's how it works. They think creatively to develop new solutions, products, and services. Entrepreneurs are resilient in the face of setbacks and adaptable to changing circumstances. So these are people that, no matter the setback, they will continue to work on their services and their products until it gets to a time where they are able to adapt, change those services and products, or change into a new line of business entirely. They set clear, achievable goals, and they are driven to achieve them. These are goal-oriented people. They are goal-oriented people. They have self-confidence. So entrepreneurs believe in their abilities and decisions, and that helps their resilience anyway. It helps them to be resilient people because they believe in themselves. So for the Nigerian youth, to be able to cultivate this mindset involves leveraging local knowledge and resources, being innovative in overcoming challenges, and continuously learning and improving. Now, so you must be able to know the knowledge. You must have what we call the local knowledge, street sense. They are street-wise people. They know what is going on in their environments. They know the resources that are available within the environment. They know how to add all things together to generate a business opportunity. Now, so how do you identify businesses opportunities in Nigeria? Now, so identifying business opportunities is a crucial skill for any aspiring entrepreneur. In fact, if you're unable to identify business opportunities, maybe you are not an entrepreneur. So most people, when they are confronted with challenges on the line of maybe one job or the other, and there are people that can easily dissuade, and they become tired just because they came in contact with a few obstacles, and they are dissuaded. Maybe the entrepreneurial journey is not for you. So because entrepreneurship involves recognizing a gap in the market or a problem that people need solving, and coming up with a variable business ideas to address it. So it recognizes a gap in the market. There's a problem to be solved, and people need to solve that problem. It looks for how to solve that problem, and then it makes money from it. The following are some of the steps into identifying business opportunities. One, you can make a market research. You can conduct thorough research to understand the needs, preferences, and behaviors of potential customers. You can use surveys. You can use what we call focus groups and market analysis tools. So you can conduct a survey. You can go around and with a questionnaire and ask people questions, tailor those questions to where they will be able to talk about some of the gaps in the environment, some of the things they wished someone was providing an answer to, some of the questions that needed to be answered within that environment. Another thing you can do is you need to engage with other entrepreneurs and industry experts and potential customers to gain insights and identify trends. So as an entrepreneur, you don't always have to start a new line of business. You can open a business that someone else is already running, but the person probably does not have the capacity to extend that service into a particular area. So you can offer that. You can offer that, and the best way to get insights, to get some of the things that will help you to be more successful in that business, so you can avoid some of the pitfalls that are in that business, is while you are networking, you are talking to other entrepreneurs or someone who is in the same line of business and who has started that business ahead of you. When you talk to that person, this person will tell you some of the mistakes that he made, and then you can avoid such things. You can also conduct a trend analysis. You keep an eye on emerging trends, both globally and locally, to identify potential opportunities. There are trends. There are things that they just started and becomes, sometimes you say something is going viral. There are trends that people that emerge, and as those trends emerge, you want to look at it that this particular trend, or these trends that are emerging, what opportunities are they creating, and then you can use that to create a business. You can create a business around a trend. You look for common problems that people face in daily life and think of innovative solutions. I once lived in an area where to get basic daily needs like your soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, provisions like milk and all that things, we'll have to take a bike that will cost about 100 naira to the nearest shop. And suddenly, within a few moments, I saw that someone employed an announcer man as a gate man, and the man within a few weeks had constructed a kiosk in front of the gate, just by the gates, and he was selling all those things. So we didn't need to go that far anymore before we get things to buy. That's the entrepreneur spirit. That's how an entrepreneur does. Looking at the problem that people face daily. That was a daily problem. It's either where we're coming from work, you want to stop on the way, buy all those things, or buy it on your way before you get home, or you will have to take bike back to a further place after the house before you get. But now it's just a stone's throw. We just stroll down to the Malam's shop, and then you can buy this. I'm sure we have some of those Malam shops springing up around us, in everywhere. and these people provide different services for us, that we can buy different things for them. So that's a problem. That's an opportunity. They identified that problem and they provided a solution towards it. Now, the use of technology to identify opportunities such as e-commerce, mobile apps, and social media platforms. So we can also leverage on technology to provide solutions to some of the problems that we have in the society. So what are the current business opportunities that we have in Nigeria? Because we are currently faced with a food crisis in the nation, I would say one of the major opportunities that is opening up for entrepreneurs is the agribusiness, with Nigeria's large agricultural sector and very large population and the huge supply gap in the agricultural sector. Opportunity exists in farming, food processing, and agri-tech solutions. Let me tell you this. The agricultural sector is one that the value chain is really huge. The value chain in agriculture is really huge. You'd have to be a superhuman being to be able to provide to be able to render services in all the value chain, because it is enormous. It is enormous. I've seen people, there have been opportunities these days for innovative planting, innovative farming, and new methods of planting different seeds. There are a lot of videos on the internet how people are trying to provide, looking for new ways to engage in farming activities. Now, there are also many other services that run within that. Now, there are people who are trying to establish big farms, and there are other traders also in between them, who go to the farms and bring those food products to the cities, and there are others who run the transportation system within that. So there is someone who wants to buy, but that person cannot, because he wants to buy in large quantities. He will not just bring it. He will not just go and bring it and track down. He will go through a vehicle, so that there's a transportation business in the agri sector. There are traders. There are big traders who buy in bulk from farmers and bring them to town, and then other smaller retailers, or some of them are also wholesalers, who also buy from these people and then bring it closer to the people to sell. There are animal people who take care of the animals, there are these people who take care of, sometimes they are called attendants, who take care of farm animals. There are vet doctors, veterinary doctors, who treat farm animals and then they ensure that they avoid diseases, and they can, so these people, so there are various opportunities there. I had a friend who also reared dogs for sale. So, and he reared dogs and different breeds of dogs crossbreeding with them and all that, and makes quite a fortune selling those dogs. There are people who provide agri-tech solutions, bringing technology into agriculture. There are people who have been able to make farm management softwares that can use to administer huge firms and all that. So there's an opportunity for everyone in that sector. And if Nigeria is going to really be have food security and be self-sufficient, we must all innovate around agriculture and see how we can provide different services and create new openings, new procedures and processes that helps us to deliver the products, agri products in a much faster and more efficient way. There's also the renewable energy sector, which we know Nigeria has an energy crisis, and the energy that we're currently producing is not enough for that. Recently, the federal government removed the generation and distribution of electricity from what we call the exclusive list and brought it on the concurrent list, and that means that states can tap into that opportunity and start and create their own electricity and energy, generation companies and all that. That's a sector where entrepreneurs who have a background in technology and in some other tech, who have some other tech skills, can look into, because there are services that will probably be required. There are metering services and all that. There's a current meter deficit in Nigeria, so entrepreneurs who have the skills and can make smart meters. I remember that the kind of meter, when they first changed the meters from the analog to digital, the meter we were using at home had a card that we would have to take to a vending point and then pay for them to load electricity credit on that card. Then we'll bring the card home and then we'll put it in our loading unit, and then it will load the card, and then we can have more electricity. But the current meter that we're using, that just uses a token, I can buy. And then, so one of those things which happens was that when it was weekends and we're not careful, we didn't look at if you didn't look at the electricity unit and you run out of electricity units and it's weekend, there's nowhere you're going to send, because you only buy from the electricity shop and they don't open during the weekends. So you stay out of it. But now I can load my electricity credit without looking for people, because I can load online. If you generate a token, I can load that token from the unit, from a control unit that is given to us. We don't even need to go near the meter. We just load the control unit, and then you have more units running on our meter. So there is also the solar energy, people who sell solar panels, who install solar inverters. That is also a market that is opening up. These days, the electricity tariff has been increased. People are looking for modern ways to also juggle between two types of electricity. So sometimes they want to switch over from the public supply into their own inverters, which is what my office, where I have an office, currently does. So in the morning they're on inverter, and they have a few of the things that we need do not work until 12 noon, where they switch to public power, and then we can use some other things just in order to conserve energy. So that there's an opportunity in that renewable energy sector to provide different services in that sector. Technology and innovation, the tech world, there are tech solutions for sectors like the fintech, healthcare, the health tech, and educational technology, where you can make educational softwares for school management softwares. There are school management softwares. There are health management softwares we can provide. So entrepreneurs, these are different opportunities that they are now emerging in Nigeria, and a lot is going on within that sector. These are places where we may want to think of providing services. There's always the retail market, and you can innovate on the retail market with the e-commerce. I'm leveraging on the growing internet penetration to provide online shopping solutions. And these days I tell people that if you are selling one thing or the other, and you are not online, you are not selling online, you don't have an online presence, you're actually winking in the dark, because more people are able, the internet has provided the opportunity for more people to actually see your product than people coming to your physical shop. You make more sales and more contacts online than people just going. What is the probability that people who are going on the streets will stop by and check out your shop? But the internet provides and ensures that your shop can be brought into people's phones, people's computer. They can always, your products can go across such sectors. And I've justified, provided justification for Nigerian youth to consider entrepreneurship as against looking for a white collar job because entrepreneurship provides economic growth and job creation. We can, because entrepreneurship is also a key driver, of economic growth. By starting your own businesses, Nigerian youth can create jobs for themselves and for others, reducing the unemployment and boosting the economy. Another thing we have looked at is innovation and problem solving. That young entrepreneurs who bring fresh ideas and perspectives and personal empowerment, leading to innovative solutions to societal problems. They can improve the quality of life and drive progress in various sectors. And so entrepreneurship offers the potential for financial independence and for personal growth and empowerment. It allows individuals to take control of their economic destiny and build wealth. It also addresses local needs. Local entrepreneurs are best positioned to understand and address the unique needs of their communities. When you are able to, because you live in that community, you will know the problems in that community and you are best positioned to address those problems. There is the traditional job market is evolving, and automation and digitization changing the nature of work. So entrepreneurship provides an alternative career path that is adaptable and resilient to these changes. Understanding entrepreneurship and developing an entrepreneurial mindset are crucial steps for Nigerian youth to harness their potential, contribute to the nation's growth. So by identifying and seizing business opportunities, young Nigerians can create innovative solutions, drive economic development, and drive financial independence. Embracing entrepreneurship is not just a personal decision, it's a step towards building a prosperous and dynamic Nigeria. Thank you very much for listening today. I look forward to the next episode on the series the Entrepreneurship and Nigerian Youth. Next week we'll be going deeper into this series, and I join you to join us on Our Radio Communications. This broadcast, you can get it. It runs every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central African Time and 11 a.m. EAT. For your questions and contributions, you can send us an email on contact@theamogate.org. Did I get that right? contact@theamogate.org. You can also reach out to us on our WhatsApp number, that's +234 810 999 6666. +234 810 999 6666. To listen to previous episodes, check our show reel on mixlr-amogate. You can also contact us on our social media on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook at Amogate. Thank you very much. See you next episode.